Hi, welcome to today's talk about vocal embodiment. My name is Joseph. Very nice to have you here. The first thing I want to say when it comes to vocal embodiment is and that's the basis of the work that I do, is to allow myself to sound. And when I allow myself to sound, I will hear my voice. Now, what I'm doing now is I'm talking with my voice. That's different. I have an agenda for it to sound in specific ways because there is words that I want to convey. Second thing that I work with when it comes to vocal embodiment is the body. It's feeling the body, is being in the body and allowing the words and my voice to lean on the body. We all have a brilliant mind and we can think about almost anything. Actually, we can think about anything we can imagine, right? Anything we imagine, we can think about. So we have a tendency to use it for speaking. Okay, I'm gonna say this I'm gonna say first, and then I'm gonna make this point, and then sometimes suddenly we're like, it didn't work. It's like, or the person stopped listening, or the person didn't understand what we were saying, or maybe as I'm here on YouTube expressing something, there's so many different listeners, and how will I know that they understand the words I'm saying, the points I'm trying to make, etc. So going from this speaking from an intellectual perspective, which is nothing wrong with, but going into the body, the heart. So you could name it as intuitively speaking. So speaking from what feels more than what I know and what I have thought of, what I've rehearsed maybe. Now, connecting with the body and allowing it to make sounds like a big sigh you saw in the beginning, or allowing the voice to be felt in the body at the same time as I'm speaking words. So there's different techniques that we can use to get here, but this is the main point. Speaking with a voice that is leaning on the body, and using the breath to give space to the voice. It's very different if I speak without breath and with breath. So for example, now I'm pretty empty on air and I really have to make an effort to say things and to make them loud. Now, the difference is if I would fill my body with air and then speak, and I can relax quite a lot because the air is doing a lot of the pushing for me. Now, the second very important thing here is to give enough time for the different sounds to vibrate. So the vocal cords in our throat is vibrating back and forth like this. It's two wings flying, and they're moving up and down depending on the pitch that I'm doing. If I'm speaking a little bit up, they're going up, and if I'm speaking a little bit down, they're going down. And I can decide how much I want them to vibrate. I can relax them more, and I can even add more air to my voice, and then they will vibrate less. Or I can even sharpen it, and then they will be more intense, and the voice as well. Now, this is different ways to manipulate the voice, and we use it to the extremes so that we can find the middle. What I am encouraging is to speak in a gentle, relaxed way. Doesn't mean that I have to speak like this. Because I can be gentle, but still holding my full posture. So if I'm using the breath in a full posture and allowing the vibrations to happen, meaning I'm speaking slow enough for the words to, for the vibrations of the throat to fully fill the words. So another thing that happens when we speak fast is that we're stressing the system. Now, if I'm stressing my system as I'm speaking, I'm definitely stressing yours. So taking a big breath and just allowing the sounds to gently bring my nervous system down, activating the more calm system. I think it's the parasympathetic system, right? I could mix them up here, so don't take my word for it. When I'm breathing in, I'm adding energy to the body. I'm activating the body. The energy is going up, okay? If if I do that, I bring the energy down. Now I feel completely different inhaling, being in the end of the inhalation, exhaling, being in the end of the exhalation. So this is an easy way to move energy. Now it might work if you do it like this also. But I don't think you're gonna feel it, okay? So the idea is to do it slow enough so you get a sense of the subtle movements happening in the body. So breathing very slow and long inhalation. You can even hold it when you after inhalating. You can even relax the body, leaning it on your back without exhaling. Just being in a full inhale, relaxing the body, relaxing around the heart, around the chest. Feel how the air in the chest is stretching your posture. And then you slowly lean back. Not like you're leaning back, it's just you're straight, but you're just having that rest on the back of the body. Now, important here is to keep the neck slightly straightened, because we have a tendency to lean, and we don't want to do that here because it's not going to relax the throat, and we're using the throat for our voice, right? So having this relaxed posture, straight posture, leaning back when you hold the breath, and then as you exhale, you gently put a sound to the exhalation, like this. I'm relaxing without exhaling. And then so when you get a good inhalation, you can, and you do a gentle tone, meaning you're not excessively pushing out sounds nor air. There's a very different, if you make ha, I'm first losing air and then making a sound, then I can't make such a long sound. So just from that one inhale, I could make quite a long sound. Now, if you keep doing this, as soon as you finish the exhale, the sound, you take a slow breath in and then again on the top, you gently sound. If you do it for a few times, you're going to notice you can do long sounds for like minutes, like 2-3 minutes easily after a while. So if you find that's fun, do it. So let's see where I was. Picking up the thread. So this practice is amazing to get in contact with the body through the voice. And now one thing might happen is that you're gonna get lightheaded. So standing up, and I'm actually standing on a stairs, so which means it's not so good to do that here. Okay, and I recommend doing it in a place where you can easily feel safe if you would fall. Because if you hold an inhalation for enough time, the body is gonna think like the body is gonna like, this guy is an idiot. He's not breathing. Cut him off, and then you're gonna become unconscious and faint. And if I would faint here, I would hurt myself. So take responsibility of how much you're inhalating, yeah, and where you are sitting or standing. Maybe don't stand. If you're standing, do it gently. Don't push yourself. If you're driving a car, don't push yourself. There's much else you can do. You can watch another episodes of my videos, or you can do a more gentle style of sounding, which would look something like breathing in through the nose. Just a gentle breath, 4 or 5 seconds, and then and it's really important that you allow, so if you breathe up to here, you allow the sound to come from here. If you breathe even further, like we did in the first few breaths, I was breathing fully, and then you can actually add more air and hold, and then the sound is gonna start from here, and then as you lean the voice on top of the breath, you're gonna slowly go down through the body. This is a great way to explore your full vocal range. Okay, you can also, as you make sounds, manipulate the tone you're doing. So I recommend really that you try this, giving it the natural sound of the sigh and leaning on that and feeling where it wants to go, compared to trying many different. And I can explain in a later chapter more why, but shortly, when you give time for the voice to do sound by itself without mentally interfering, you will get cues. And these cues are cues for opening more of your voice. Now, we have to stay in the unknown to uncover what we don't know. Otherwise, we would know it and it wouldn't be unknown. So the invitation is to be in this play. You can do it your way. The important thing is that you allow yourself to be curious, allow yourself to stay in the unknown. So there's I live in Bali, Ubud, and there's a beautiful sign when you're driving the bike. It's like this warning sign. You think it's like you're not allowed to do something here with the car or the bike, but it says embrace the mystery. And I like that. We have no idea how the voice is gonna sound. Beautiful. If you can embrace that, and I'll talk more about this in future videos, but if you can embrace the fact that you don't know, and you can allow the sound to come anyway, something's magical is gonna happen. And we don't know what it is. Now, if we can embrace what comes, we will learn a lot. So there is so much knowledge in the body, and this is one way to uncover them, through the voice. I hope you liked this video. Looking forward to make more ones. If you have any questions or suggestions of topics to talk about when it comes to the voice and intuitive speaking and similar things, vocal embodiment, I'm happy to explore together with you. Now, as a disclaimer, I don't know anything. Everything I said might be wrong. I'm really open for that. If you have that feeling, you can let me know, or you don't have to. The invitation is to see what this does for you and be with that. And if you'd like, share that with us. Have a good day.